Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beelan. I'm coming to you with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6, Episode 2. You've Scots to Chill. Okay, well, this episode it was kind of slow, but I think it's gonna pick up the next episode. I guess they're just laying the foundation of what's to come in the future episodes. But it was okay for what it was. It was kind of slow. Yeah. But anyway, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Please like the videos. The more you like the videos, my videos go through the algorithm and more people will start to see, and on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this episode. It was a to be continued when it picks up where it left off, where Stormy and Melody was over there in the corner chat talking about DMs. All right, so apparently, if you missed the first episode, this is what happened. Melody, you know how she have her chill down breaks, right? She don't feel like talking to nobody. And she changed her number. And apparently she didn't give some people who thought that they were friends, or some people who thought that they should have her number, i.e. Stormy, because Stormy pretty much felt like they were in a good place and they were developing a good friendship, and that apparently I guess they used to talk, but now when Melody went on her hiatus, for about 2 months, it was a no call, no show, or no show, no call, no pickup. Well, you get the dirt, like Mel said in the last episode. But Stormy was and Mel said like, so you could have DM me. Stormy like, I'm not DMing you. I'm not doing it. Like, why would I DM you and you changed your number? Most people, when they change their number, then they say this is my new number. And Stormy said, well, I knew that you do take breaks from people, but she said that she didn't think that you would, and she said she doesn't have a problem with it, but she just thought she would get a heads up. Like, hey, I'm about to take a break or whatever. And it is what it is. And also and Melody was just like, you said that you wasn't weird about anything like that because y'all used to laugh about people, about needy people. But again, Stormy was like, I'm not tripping. I just wanted you to let me know, because she felt as if they were close enough friends to where Melody would give her the heads up. And Stormy, Melody said that Stormy DM'd her before, multiple times. And Stormy was like, why would I DM you when I have your number? And Melody said, exactly, that's what I'm saying. And then Stormy said, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I was just trying to figure out what that meant. So maybe this meant, if I don't have your number, then I DM you, or I don't understand, child. I'm not no social media person like that, no way. And if you my friend and if you changed your number, just let me know, else I won't call, because I'm not that girl to where I call you every day, I talk to you every day. I am certainly not that girl. Like, I am the person, like, I can, and it's almost kind of scary. Like, I can be in my house and in my room for about four days, 3 days straight, and not have to pick up the phone to call anybody. And I know that's kind of weird, but that's just who I am. And yeah. And my friends, and I don't have a lot of friends, but the people that I know, they understand that. And but I don't but if I change my number, and if you're my friend, then I'm going to give you my phone number. That's just common courtesy, and my family as well. Like, you're going to get my phone number. But they were talking about, Stormy was just saying, okay, I understand. They go and sit down, right? And then Stormy brings up Melody and her tweeting. And she brought up the fact that Melody be on social media and she would live tweet, or she would tweet about, I guess it was about the leaked phone call. And Stormy said all of a sudden she started getting notifications that Stormy went into Mel's house and recorded a phone call a conversation that her and Melody had. And I remember when this was going on, you know what I'm saying, around back then, but I didn't think nothing of it because I was like, Melody told everybody this. And it's like just about almost every interview that Melody had, they would ask her about Martell. And she would say the same thing in every interview. And to be honest, when they went and they did that flashback of Destiny showing letting Martell hear the conversation, I just thought she was talking about an interview that she did. I didn't even think about anything. I didn't even think about a secret recording. And Stormy's whole deal is, she didn't like the fact that people were trying to make it seem like she was doing something that she didn't do. And Melody said, well, I've been in this game for a long time, and people are just going to say what they want to say. You just have to I guess be secure, strong in yourself to where you don't have to let that bother you. But Stormy said, I it don't bother me, but the thing is, if you don't say anything about it, then people will deem it as true. So Stormy pretty much wants to stop it in its tracks before it becomes a thing, like Stormy out here recording people's conversation, which is not cool because I wouldn't want nobody thinking that and this is all across America, like I'm the recorder, I'm the secret recorder. That gives me a bad reputation as a person. So I can understand that. I can understand that as well. But then, they talk it out, seemingly talk it out, and then I guess they come to an understanding about everything, DMs and tweets and all that stuff, and then they say, you want to go eat? Yeah, let's go eat. So that was pretty much that in that conversation. And now you have the group over there sitting at the table, and this really wasn't too much of anything because only thing that happened was Kiki came over there and Kiki hugged everybody, and Letitia is saying that her and Kiki, they're not really in a good place. She really doesn't trust Kiki like she used to, but that was pretty much that. And then you have this whole sit down with Kimmy and Martell, and they're basically talking about the relationship between Melody and Martell, because Kimmy brings up, like, do you miss not having anybody to talk to, whether it's good or bad? Like, and Martell was like, yeah, I miss it. He missed talking on the phone. He missed the conversations. He missed the late nights. He misses all of that. And Kimmy says, because ever since I've known you, Martell, I've known Melody. It's been Melody and Martell. And it almost seems as if Kimmy wants them to be back together because she feels like it isn't the same when they're separated. But she's not pushing that out there. She's just trying to get a feel of how Martell is feeling when it comes to the divorce between the two. And Martell is just like, yeah, I mean, he missed that old thing. And Kimmy said that he has a bit of survivor's remorse. And I don't even really think that this is survivor's remorse because Martell ain't really surviving like that. I mean, he's separated and he's dating or he's doing whatever he's doing, but clearly he's not surviving because he's really missing what he messed up. He messed up the relationship. And we'll talk about that a little bit more because Maurice kind of went into it a little bit more in depth. And I agree with him when he was saying it. But Martell said, yeah, when y'all used to say stuff like, you don't gotta be in our biz, or you don't have to worry about what we doing, or you don't have to bring this up, you don't have to do this and do that. He was like, do it. Because he really misses it. And he knows that he's the corporate and the reason why everything went disarray between him and his family. So I guess he's really trying his hardest to fix it, because he did say that he wants to be married again. And he said he gonna propose to somebody this year. Child, I guess, honey. Yeah. Anyway. So now you have Melody, and she's about to get ready to leave. And when she's leaving, she's kind of telling everybody bye. But before she leaves, Martell is saying, let me walk you to your car. Let me walk you to your car. And she's just like, Martell, I don't need you to walk me to my car. He said, well, let me walk you to the door. Is this your purse? Is your purse? Yeah, this is my Versace bag. But Yes. So when she gets her stuff, she goes over there and she tells the Whitlows bye. And Melody brings up the fact that he's trying to walk her out to the car. And Martell said, well, she done parked all the way across the street and all this stuff. And Tiffany brings up the fact, like, um when she's on her business trips with her business partner, he says that he don't want Lewis to beat him up or to kill him while her walking to her cars by herself at night. I was like, girl, and then it seemed like when Tiffany said that, the child, Lewis looked at her like, what? Anyway, but Lewis and Tiffany are like, let the man walk into your car. Let it happen. But Melody is like, I wish somebody would just listen to me. If I tell them this is something that I don't want, can they just please respect my wishes? But anyway, so Martell walks her to the door, and he just looking at the door, looking crazy, like he done lost his best friend, he done lost his puppy, he done lost his money, he done lost his gift, he done lost his prize, he done lost everything. That's how he's looking at her while she's walking out that door. But in his confessional, he says, Melody know that she liked that I was trying to walk her out the door. I mean, I'm probably pretty sure she was flattered, because you're on national TV giving her all of these this attention, knowing that you supposed to be quote unquote talking to Sheree or talking to your other baby mama or whatever, because he did mention, like, this is the mother of my 4 kids, the whole mother of my 4 kids. But I mean that it does. I mean, it really does makes a person feel good when somebody that you left, you divorced, is still trying to get you back. So that helps your ego. Like, yeah, he still want me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, it really does. So, and it makes it actually almost makes the person easier to move on, because the person still act like they want them. I know that's how it was in my case when I had, you know, did what I did when I was with my kid's father, and I left him, and he was still trying to, get that old thing back. And I was like, no, no. Should it made me feel good? Yeah, he still want me. And I got the upper hand. It made me, I had the upper hand. Shoot, and I still didn't go back, and I'm married with my man, honey, anyway. So it is what it is. All right, so now you have Kimmy and Maurice, and Kimmy was packing because she's about to get ready to go through radiation, because she's finished with the chemo. She said the chemo has shrunken the tumors to where it's pretty much nothing there, but she's about to go through chemo, and then after that she has to have surgery. And they were kind of pretty much going over the night, and Maurice is saying, how are you, how you feeling, all that stuff. And she was saying that, I know you were anti-party. He was like, well, no, I wasn't anti-party, I was just anti you out here knowing that you have to, get your rest and rejuvenate, because you have these big days ahead of you. And Kimmy just said that, she felt good about it. She didn't really do too much. She was pretty much sitting down, conversing with everybody. So it wasn't like a party. It was just like a get together, a gathering with her friends or whatever. And then they brought up Melody and said that Melody did a good job with getting everybody there and all that stuff. But Maurice said he didn't really see Melody talking to a lot of people. And then he said, well, maybe she just still on her protecting her energy and getting her, what's the word she said? She was on her hiatus. Maybe she's still trying to get that together. She's still trying to, y'all know what she be doing, child. Anyway, but Kimmy was just like, but those are mainly her people. So, of course, Melody probably really didn't socialize with a lot of people, because she really don't socialize with them anyway. So that really wasn't a big deal. But then she said, speaking of Melody, she was talking to Martell, and pretty much Martell wants that old thing back. He really, really seemed like he wanted to be with his family, which he should. But Maurice was just like, One day Martell wants his family. He wants his family. One day Martell wants Melody. One day Martell hates Melody. You know what I'm saying? One day he's here, one day he's there. And he said a double-minded man is what he said, a double-minded man is wrong in their ways, or dang, I know the scripture. That is just so crazy. I can't get nothing right. A double-minded man is is child, they ways ain't messed up. They ways messed up, child. They can't get right. They not wise in their ways. He all over the place. Shoot. But anyway, so he was just like, Martell needs to know what Martell wants to do, because he knows that he is the reason why his family is not his family anymore. So he has that regret because he knows he's the reason why it's messed up. And it's almost like he wants to fix what he messed up, but on the same token, he run around here doing everything else. So do you really want to fix it, or do you not? Or do you just like the look of having a family, but you still want your side pieces? Oh, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I knew it was going to come to me, y'all. But yeah. So Martell really needs to make up his mind and what he wants to do. And I know he's been going to therapy and all of that stuff, but he needs to come to a conclusion. Either you're gonna have to let it go, or you're gonna have to work extra hard to get that girl back. And Maurice said that she is a woman scorned. And if she's scorned that way, you just kind of just gotta let her be. Just let her be, And and this is a true statement. Whatever is meant for you, it's meant for you. Maybe in the future, when everybody done sorted out whatever they got going on, and if it's meant for them to be back together, they will be. But if it ain't, Martell, I think you better let it go. It's a love lesson of TKO. Yeah. So you're gonna have to let it go. Anyway. But yeah. So yeah, I think that was probably pretty much it for that conversation. All right, so now you have this whole dinner sit down with Fletcher and his wife. And his wife, she thought that this was a date night. She's like, ooh, date night, date night. And then Martell pops up. But Martell says, Fletcher didn't tell me that this was y'all date night. Fletcher didn't tell me that you was gonna even be here. So this ain't got nothing to do with me. This is all Fletcher's fault. So Fletcher said, y'all gonna blame it on me? Yeah, they gonna blame it on you, bro, because how you gonna interrupt your date night with your wife to have Martell over there just so he can sit up and talk about Mel the whole night? I would have been mad, like, okay, well, I'll just go home. But anyway, they sit down and then they're talking about, and Martell brings up this whole thing that they've been on each other for all these years, and he can pop up on their date nights or whatever. It ain't no problem because they know each other like that. But anyway, so he brings up Melody and how's that going? And then he says, so what are you trying to do? Are you with Sheree? Like, what are you doing with Sheree? Are y'all together? And it's like every time he's asked a question about Sheree, he's always like, she's a good person, she's cool to hang out with, It's like, boy, are you with Sheree or are you not? Are y'all friends or are you not? I know you're friends, but are you dating? Are you, y'all getting it in? What y'all doing? What is the future for you and Sheree? And then he gonna do one of Melody quotes talking about God said go. And then Fletcher wife to my aunt, I know you didn't use Mel quote God said go. So I guess he was saying God said go. He said because Melody said God said go, and as far as divorcing him. But he's saying God said go as far as him being married again because he wants to be married. And he said he gonna marry somebody else this year. He gonna propose to somebody this year. Now whoever you proposing to, Martell, because you said you love the ladies. Martell love the ladies and the ladies love Martell. So who was you finna be around here proposing to? Because the one that you need to be proposing to, she going on out that door, her Versace bag. So I don't know. Anyway. And so then he brings up the whole deal about custody and the babysitters, and he loved the number 20 babysitters, and they not coming to an agreement about that, and He brings up the whole thing about when his Melody went out of town for a couple days and he called the brother in. The brother came all the way from Atlanta to Huntsville to watch the kids when he was there. So he tells the same stories. He frequents these stories a lot. So they just got to come to a common ground on what they're going to have to do when it comes to these kids, pretty much. So now you have Letitia, and she's sitting with her cousin, Courtney. Um, and the whole deal is she wants Courtney because Courtney is good. Courtney is a realtor, and she's been doing real estate for about 5 years, and she has like a marketing degree or whatever. And apparently, she's doing really, really well in her field. And Letitia wants her to come over because Letitia has her brokerage license now, and they have Scott Realty. So she wants her to come over to Scott Realty so she can work with her. And the cousin is just like, she don't really know right now because she just left one brokerage and went to another, and she just, want to make sure all the particulars are right, making sure that that everything is right. Her transitions and everything will be right if she does decide to leave again. And then the cousin brings up Kiki. And she was saying, like, when she moved, when she's a college student, she came down to stay with Marceau and Letitia, but Kiki offered up her home to her too. And she just said that's just family, because I'm assuming, she said she lost her mother and then they lost her grandmother. And she was just saying it's just so nice to be around family. And there is no reason why family should be, I guess, having this whole back and forth the way that they're having it, right? And Letitia was just saying, yeah, it's very sad what's going on because, she gives the whole rundown about knowing Kiki ever since they became real, real close cousins when they were 13 years old, like sisters and all this stuff. And but the cousin said, I know she knows that Kiki is hurting because Kiki feels like she should be in a better position than she is because of everything that happened. It knocked her back to where now she's trying to work her way back up to be where she wants to be. But Letitia's whole thing is, look, Kiki hurt me. She don't know if she could trust her. And she's sad that Kiki is where she is, but Kiki still has to do the work. Even though she's putting on a facade as if she's okay and she's good, Kiki still her progression. I'm assuming that something else is going on. I'm not for sure, but she said she needs to see her progress. Her progress. And the cousin is like, can you meet with Kiki? Can y'all have a sit down and have a conversation? And she said, yeah, she could do it. She said, but I can do this, but I need you to come over here and work for me. So you gonna come work for me because I'm finna make this happen for you. So I need you to make this happen for me. And the cousin, that she pretty much said, yeah. I said, well, shoot, y'all should have led with that. You do this for me, I do this for you. All right, cool. What they call it? Pro. I ain't gonna even say it because I be saying the word wrong so many times. But anyway, it is what it is. So Melody is meeting with, I do not know Fletcher's wife. I'm just gonna say Miss Fletcher. Melody is meeting with Miss Fletcher, and they're having a conversation. They have the pleasantries. How the daycare doing? Because when COVID came, girl, you look good. All that stuff, all that. But then they sit down and then they begin to talk about Martell because Miss Fletcher said that Martell crashed their dinner. Ma'am, your husband crashed your dinner because Martell said he didn't even know you was going to be there. But he didn't leave when he saw you. But at the end of the day, they had to shoot a film. They had to film. But they began to talk about Melody dating. And Melody said, everybody want to know what she dating. Everybody want to know what she got going on. And it ain't nobody business. So, but she said she's having a good time. She's dating, but she ain't telling y'all. And she said it's not as hard as she thought that it would be. She said people were saying that the transition would be, hard, but it ain't. And, yeah. And then they bring up, Martell, of course, and Melody is saying that Martell is really trying to make Melody said that Martell is trying to make her look bad. Like he's going around to all these people and making it seem as though just making her look bad because he brought up the whole babysitter thing with the 20 babysitters, and Melody said it's a handful of people that she can count on her one hand that babysits her kids. And she says that she said, but Martell wants to dictate what she does and how she does it. And I'm like, when Melody has her kids, Martell ain't got nothing to do with that. And I understand Martell saying, oh, they 10 years old, under the age of 10, and they should. And then I get that. But at the end of the day, if she doesn't want to have that conversation with you because she says she feels like she doesn't trust you, then I'm pretty sure, matter of fact, I'm 100% sure that Melody is making the best decision for her kids. I know she's just not giving her kids to any and everybody. I cannot see that. I know this girl ain't just, well, come on, you free, come watch my kids. I can't see that. I can't see that at all. And we know that Melody is a very busy girl, but I just can't see her put her kids off on anybody. And Martell, you do seem like you want to dictate who's watching this, who's watching y'all kids. Now, when you got your kids, you got that. I mean, it would be cool in the ideal world that y'all could come together and have a set babysitter, 2 or 3 or whatever, to where both of y'all can get together and agree, okay, these are going to be our around the clock babysitters. That would be great. But she called you running up on her, stalking her everywhere she go. You know what I'm saying? You doing too much. You over here spying on the girl. She said she had to change the number 5 times because you be playing on her phone. Like, you doing the most. She said that Melody got really emotional because she said she never ever thought that she would have to be away from her kids. Because according to Martell, he has them kids 7 nights a week, sometimes even more or maybe less, but he has them a lot. And Melody said, I ain't never ever thought that I would wake up every morning and not be with my kids. And who in a marriage would think that? I'm in this marriage for better or for worse, for sickness and health and all this stuff, to raise our kids together. Ain't nobody never thought that I'm going to be divorced and you got the kids this week and I got the kids next week. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody thought about that. And then even like Miss Fletcher said, she was like, you and Martell are going to be in each other's lives for the rest of y'all lives. As long as y'all have kids together, that is what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Even when these kids get older, when these kids have kids, y'all are going to see each other. Y'all are going to be a part of each. Y'all are family. At the end, y'all are family. Y'all share the same blood. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all share the same blood. So it's like, y'all are family. So y'all are going to be in each other. And no matter how hard y'all push away, even if y'all hate each other, but if there's a family event and the kids want both of y'all to be there when they grown, guess what? I'm pretty sure both of y'all are going to be there. Because this is how it's going to work. Because both of y'all are parents that love your children. And both of y'all are parents that'll do what's best for your children. And I see that. But sometimes she says Martell overstep. He doing a little bit too much. But Martell got to know his place. He does. You can't dictate what this girl got going on. You know what I'm saying? When she has her kids. Just like she can't dictate what you got going on when you got yours. Y'all got the same kids, but you know what I'm saying. When it's your time, when it's her time. But anyway, I just, I could understand how Melody was feeling in this situation. But, they're going to have to just figure that thing out. And she said, in the ideal world, we could. We used to come get the kids. We go have lunch or whatever, whatever. But it ain't that no more. So now she got to move accordingly. And that's what she got to do. So now you have this whole meetup with Letitia. She's having boxing classes. And why did they kept showing that trainer eyes like that? They did not have to keep showing that trainer eyes. Her eyes, that girl eyes. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh no more. But so you know when somebody say it ain't funny, child, it be funny. But anyway, so Tisha over there boxing, right? And then Kiki comes in. They have like this whole little boxing thing, right, going on. Apparently, they both got stressed. They both trying to figure out their life. So they had a little boxing thing. Pow, 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 pow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So after that, they end up sitting down. And then they begin to talk, right? So Kiki was saying like it was, hard for her to get over here, whatever, whatever. And she glad that they were, able to talk. And Letitia's whole deal is, Kiki, you're my cousin. I love you. but it was messed up how you did me. She said she did not think that you were going to be around and talk about me the way that you did. And she said, but Kiki said, well, no, I didn't. What she said, I didn't talk up. What she said, Kiki said, I told you everything that happened, but Letitia said you didn't tell me what you said. And then here go Kiki. Of course, I didn't tell you every detail. Meaning you didn't tell her what you said about her, but you tell what everybody else said. And then when Letitia brings up the whole puppet situation, she said, I know you didn't like the fact that I said that you were a puppet, but that's how you were acting. Like when they showed the whole montage about Kiki going against her cousin and Mel leading the conversation. So it was puppet tease. I mean, she was being puppet tease. you know? And so Kiki still is on this whole deal like you and Marcel did me wrong or you not all the way right. It's like she's not accepting full accountability of how she came on this show and how she pretty much was was doing Letitia wrong, like dogging her out or whatever, telling all this girl business about her marriage and all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, if Letitia ain't telling her business about her marriage, who are you to come on this show and tell Letitia's business about her marriage? And even if the whole deal about, I know you said the stuff about what you had going on, they still didn't reveal that on national television. They gave you the floor to reveal your own situation. You know what I'm saying? And then Letitia said, you always have a way with words. You will say something without saying it. And then you will leave it up to people to make it seem like it's something else, but it's really not. And she didn't like that either. And I mean, Kiki was still trying to prove her point. She was saying that they family and you know what I'm saying, they love each other and all of that stuff. But Letitia's still on the point, like, I love you, but I don't know if I could fully trust you. Well, she can't. And then Letitia said this, how would you feel if I got on this platform and I talked about you and your marriage? I was like, dang, she wouldn't feel good, huh? Because I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. So and then it ended on a to be continued. Now I'm trying to think now, and see that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They be opening up these can of worms. Letitia gonna bring up stuff about Kiki and her husband. Now I'm trying to be nosy and figure out what's going on with her and her husband. So apparently Kiki got a lot going on, and to be honest, child, Letitia and Marceau can really have their own show because they got too much stuff going on. Like Miss Wanda, she over her, she trying to do a cookbook and do this stuff. Then Kiki cousin, they got this stuff going on. Then all these other people, they're relatively smart. They got, Courtney, she's very smart. You can tell. And why do Courtney and Tisha look the same? They really do have strong genes. Like they really do. That family carries genes. Like they just say, here, you keep these. But I believe that they could really have their own show because they got a whole lot going on. But I mean, a lot of y'all may disagree with me, but you can just look at the show and see a lot of their drama. But just let me know what y'all thought about this episode. It was pretty cool. I'm just ready for them to really hit and get on into it. But this is Sheila B. Like, comment and subscribe, and y'all have a great day. Bye.